we've already know how should we use the statistic to identify the shape of distribution. So we learned two types of the statistic to help us to identify the shape of the distribution. So the first one is we will calculate the skewness. Based on the sign of the skewness and the absolute value of the skewness, we can identify the shape of the distribution. And also we can use the relative position of the mean and median to identify the shape of distribution. And then now we want to learn how can we get the z-scores. Actually, the z-score shouldn't be unfamiliar with you, because in your previous math statistic class, you should know how can you standardize the data. So the z-score is often called the standardized value. So how can we calculate the z-score? So it denotes the number of the standard deviation a data value xi is from the mean. So which means first we got the observation in the data set. So xi minus x bar minus the mean of the whole data and divide by the sample standard deviation. Then we convert our original observation to the standardized value. And in this class, we don't emphasize how should you use the calculator to calculate this value, but we will teach how should you use Excel to get the standardized value. So my next question is why we want to convert the original observation to z-scores. So here is the reason. An observation's z-score is a measure of the relative location of the observation in the data set. A data value less than the sample mean will have a z-score less than 0. A data value greater than the sample mean will have a z-score greater than 0. A data value equal to the sample mean will have a z-score of 0. So you can see no matter what kind of the data you have, once you convert it to the z-score, you only try to compare the value. If it is large, equal, or smaller than 0, you will know if the data equal, large, or smaller than the mean. So actually the z-score will cancel the impact of the unit. It doesn't matter how you measure the variables, such as in the Asian country they use Celsius to measure the temperature, but in the US you use F to measure the temperature. So if we trying to compare the temperature statistic within two countries, it will have trouble, right? Because the units are different. Once you standardize the data, it doesn't matter if it's measured in US or it's measured in China, the result will be the same. So the z-score will set up the standard or platform to help people to do the comparison. So you should know how should you get the z-score for your data set.